much? You guys love that movie or what?
Henry Tarantino, the movie.
He jumped ahead. Just jumped ahead.
Who wants to go first?
Well,
Paul is.
I don't know. I wasn't going first.
All right, I'll go first.
No, I'll go first. No, you can go.
All right, so my feeling is that I think the trailers gave no hint of what would actually occur. Trailers are cinematically interesting. I found the movie not that cinematically interesting. Like somehow the trailers were much richer in color. The movie was kind of bleak. I hated it.
This was by far one of the worst movies I've seen in time immemorial. A massive fail on all levels. Joaquin Phoenix is possibly my favorite actor. Definitely top 3. He's never made anything I've seen that I've disliked, and this movie was just garbage. It just really didn't develop, didn't go anywhere. It was clearly an amateur director being given something that was beyond his scope. I left the theater. And I went to the theater next door, which was the same movie, just 30 minutes ahead, so I could just skip 30 minutes of it and get to the climax.
Pretty good strategy. Yeah, I kept waiting for something to start happening. I was like, yeah, this is okay. I see where the character is developing. I see where Joker's getting his ideas from, why he's becoming crazy. But something's gonna start happening, and then this movie's gonna be awesome. It's like, okay, they've worked the first half of the movie introducing his background. Now it's gonna start, but it never came. I was really looking forward to it. I thought the trailer, I was ready to give it 5 stars. I was really looking forward to it, but yeah, it was pretty disappointing.
I don't know. It was fine. Wasn't anything that blew my mind. Wasn't anything that disappointed. I didn't really have any expectations at all, to be honest with you. I had 0 going in, so I didn't expect much of anything. I'd be interested in seeing kind of discussions about it online, because I think there was a lot of layers to it in terms of, like, he used the excuse of being kind of marginalized to hurt people, but I think he was actually just a sociopath. Because in the end, I mean, he's just killing, like, people have nothing to do with anything. Like, the last scene is he just murdered someone who's talking to him in a hospital. The mental health thing was almost like an excuse, but really, it was just an opportunity. Once the opportunity came up to start killing, he actually rather enjoyed it.
I think that's actually what bugged me the most, was this mental health thing has actually is finally, every few years there's some disease that comes into vogue and becomes like the popular disease. And I think right now, at least certainly in Canada, it feels like mental health. And it just feels like this movie kind of seized on that, but it just failed in the sense that it didn't make anything better. Yeah, it almost just made people's mental health issues look bad and it wasn't sympathetic to them.
I think none of us really know the comic book stories about Joker and Batman.
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't know anything about it yet.
Yeah, so I think the background of Joker actually is, he's not necessarily 100% evil. He's just really messed up, and he is just crazy, and he doesn't have a goal, and sometimes he just goes nuts, and that's why he is killing these random people, and that's why the story is like, there isn't any plot really. Yeah, it's just,
if this is what the comic books lay out, then I think that it's like, cool, you're showing that in the film, but it's like, maybe they could have showed all of this in 1 hour and then go into another hour of him doing something cool. Like, so they create him and then he does something. I don't care what it is, whether it leads into robbing banks or starting some whatever thing. I don't care. But do something, not just like, yeah, you created him, but you took 2 hours and like the events that occurred didn't have to be so spread out and so, I don't know.
I was waiting on you guys because you were 30 minutes behind. And I just get on my phone, I just Googled, Joker sucked. Like, I just Googled that. Because I just wanted to see, like how did other people put it into words. And the first thing I saw, and then it totally was what you were saying, it's because that movie, it was an origin story movie.
Yeah.
It's only supposed to explain, like, how he came to be the amazing, entertaining thing he is in these other movies. it wasn't the movie actually what is an origin story, so it doesn't really have to entertain us that much. And I feel like a lot of these origin stories have like gotten really shitty reviews, like that Solo one. Everyone is pissed about that.
Well, they're only good for real nerds.
Like, who
hardcore
actually
nerds
know
who actually
the-
like Joker,
the-
who
who
read
know
the
the-
comic books and
yeah.
like, yeah, I want to see a movie about Joker's background. Oh yeah, that's exactly how the comic book showed it.
It wasn't a movie on its own.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
just
For the
explaining
general
him.
population.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
Be-
it. That's
best
it.
part of the movie. Anyone? Anyone?
Wait.
I've already said a few times. You guys go first.
You said something good about it?
Yeah, there was one good
Oh, okay.
moment.
I thought his makeup looked really good at one point, but I can't remember. Towards
No,
the end.
wrong. Brad?
The murder of the one dude?
No, wrong.
After another, and just
So
destroys
the
society.
best
the
part
best
of
part
the
of the
movie,
movie?
the soundtrack. I actually really
Oh,
liked the
I
music.
I like the
There's- okay,
Sinatra thing.
There were a couple points of the soundtrack was awesome, like this kind of like thumping, like weird thing, and it really worked in some parts. But other parts, it was like this weird trying to build tension, but it was like, yeah, but it's not really building because this movie's going nowhere.
but it's the Joker. It's chaotic. It's like, oh, maybe it's not building tension. Oh, after like 20, 30 minutes, when we all realized that it was gonna be pretty boring and slow, I just started paying attention to the music. And just like, damn, this is a pretty sweet beat.
I thought we
Final-
built a
Oh, okay.
good atmosphere as well in terms of it being a really depressed and dreary kind of 70s.
It was
New
very
York style,
convincingly
like-
New York in the shitty times. And
Like-
when you look at historical footage of that, like obviously they were being inspired by that, and like it looked right.
Mm-hmm.
And it just
Definitely
felt
looked right. Yeah.
awful.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay.
In the end, I will give it 3 potatoes out of 5 because the soundtrack is amazing and carried the whole movie.
Would you-
3.
Yep. Three's over here.
Really? I said 2.5 going in. After watching it, 1.5 out of 5.
I guess with the caveat of our ratings being totally subjective and just based on our experience watching these things, I don't know.
Whoa,
Maybe
Whoa.
As always.
Yeah.
I'm not sure our ratings
Are
are
subjective.
subjective.
These are
factual.
These are factual ratings.
No, just based on
Tell
my
by the
experience,
consistency.
like I just give it a 0. I never need to see that again. It was just so boring. It was like it was just.
I'm inspired.
maybe I just
I'm
didn't-
inspired
You know
by
what?
this low rating.
I don't
think
usually
1.5
watch
is too high.
3s again.
It's the
Oh.
potato
Potato
famine.
Potato famine. I give it
Famine.
a raw. What is it? A raw potato.
You give it a raw,
1.5?
yeah.
Just a
Raw
raw.
potatoes.
Raw potato that's
Slight-
about to get boiled.
Yeah.
It just got thrown into the water.
Yeah.
And I gave it a mashed potato, 3, and yeah, we give it mashed. Yeah.
Less than 2 on
Under
average.
2, yeah, pretty low.
Pretty
1.8.
good.
But I.
Pretty
good. It's pretty good.
All right.
Biggest bust of the year.
Yeah.
Big, highest anticipation, lowest payoff, definitely.